Hey, you're in the studio of Reformation. This is the studio that I use. Wanted to take a little video. I have a theory that if I don't take another video, I won't be able to get the last video that I have in this camera. So I'm doing this video sort of as a filler to see if I can reclaim the last video that I'm missing. So every once in a while this happens, and maybe somebody can explain to me why this is. I I have these videos and they pop up like a week later, and I've been wanting to upload them. So I'm just doing this video to kind of introduce you to my studio here. It's nothing really fancy. It's just a computer with a couple of screens, and I have my books in front of me reading. Right now, this is The Way to Pray, and I have my camera right in front. I'm giving you this behind the scenes. This is a camera, actually. That's the OBS bot. So it is right next to my Streamer X, which I don't know if I'm really using this right, but it's how I plug in my microphone. So it has that big microphone jack right there, the red cord. And it goes all the way up here to my, I don't think I'm saying this right, but this is a condenser microphone, I think. That's from Rode. And it's an NT1 or NT2 or something like that. So I have another camera here. This is just a regular old Logic Pro camera. So I have some options here. I have photos. I have a little workstation here, a little tool station. So pretty productive. I actually made this desk myself. I made this to put this all together. I got this wood at Home Depot. It's hardwood. It's a pretty sturdy desk, and I even built this computer. In fact, I guess I'm pretty crafty guy. I built a lot of this stuff from scratch. So, and then here's my my work. It's really kind of a mess, but I use this whenever I'm preaching or speaking outdoors. I have a little headset. It's I don't even know, where did I get this? Got it online. It's pretty useful. Not probably the best one that you could ever find. Here's a book for all you book guys out there. The Creeds, Catechisms, Confessions of Faith, We Believe. Look how big this thing. This is put out by Ligonier. Look how big this thing. This is as big as a Bible. This has Geneva Catechism and all kinds of stuff for you confessional guys out there. This is a real treat, and it has Scott's Confession, anything that's happened since the Reformation, Augsburg, everything. So some of this is my kids, like this is my kids' math book. They come in here and do homeschool with me. This is Sebastian's. He just finished this book. I guess that's why it's on my desk, because now he's turned it in. So he's finished second grade. He hasn't even started second grade. And I think he's finished second grade math. Wow. Good job, Sebastian. You're definitely a year ahead. And, I just got all these like cool little prints of like medieval characters with some like English, Old English writing. That's sort of a gift I got. Who did I get this from? I don't even know. Just a greetings with some of that old German script. If you read old German books, you get to see this kind of a script. It says Grüß Gott, which is greetings in God, or God's greetings. And, I've got diplomas, high school diploma, and that's my seminary diploma. I have a Master of Divinity. So, we got the anchor in Jesus Christ, keeping me anchored. Just, all the stuff that you would normally have in an office. Even got my precious moments where dad's reading the Bible and the wife is holding the candle. Sometimes those little things capture my Cornell mug, I don't know if that's a beer stein, walk by faith, not by sight. So many things going on here. You know, we could turn this a little bit. Got commentaries, got Marrow controversy, effective Bible teaching, Riken, saving Eutyches. We've either read or most of or all of these books. Hodge, that's actually really cool. The exegetical lectures on Hebrews, very, very cool. Confession, catechisms, the biography on J. Gresham Machen, J.C. Ryle. If you don't have J.C. Ryle's commentaries on the Gospels, get them. They're devotional gold. Yeah, so, I mean, here, check this out. I've got the Second Epistle of Paul, Catechism of the Roman Catholic Church, Bondage of the Will, right next to the Catechism of the Catholic Church. Some literature, American literature, Cooper, Adams. This is a mathematics book. Keep you guys sharpen up your mathematics. Anglican Breviary, Septuagint, Vulgate. You know, just on this one shelf, just like, you know, keep you busy. I got all this good stuff. Dabney, Thornwell over there. Got Vitzius. Got the right in the middle there is actually the gold, the Banner Truth Find. But Genesis in Space and Time by Schaeffer. Somebody asked me recently, what would you give to somebody who's struggling with the doctrine of creation? Give them Francis Schaeffer's Genesis in Space and Time. It's a bit of a commentary, but it also has a philosophical sort of twist. Helps you think about some of the presuppositions. Like, what is it? What are you saying if you say you don't believe, if you believe in, say, day age, or if you don't believe that the Bible is teaching you true history, is that a problem? You know, is your view of the Bible askew? So, yeah, this is where, you know, some of it happens. I'm not the greatest video editor or video, you know, producer of all time. I grew up in a video editor's household, so that's interesting. But I want to produce good quality materials, but I don't want quality to get in the way of productivity or usefulness. So if there's a bit of a grainy, sort of like rudimentary aspect to these videos, it's because I don't want the quality to trump the productivity. And I've gone through different phases over time. Sometimes I'm just like, well, I just can't get it right, or I can't get it just perfect, or I don't know if it seems a little cheesy or whatever. And you know, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work going into these, you know, editing programs and trying to figure out all the buttons and things that they can do. They can do way more than I can figure out. And watching videos and trying to make it happen. So yeah, just a little bit. Actually, I've got a printer behind my computer over here, and I've got my robes here in this closet. I've got for preaching, commentaries on Genesis and Schaeffer's, you know, complete works and minor prophets. I mean, I've the treasury of David, Spurgeon. I mean, I have so much stuff, and this is just a fraction of what I have. I've got Hengstenberg, works of Hengstenberg, one of the greatest commentators that I'm aware of on Psalms. I'm sure there's some better ones out there that I'm not really aware of, but really enjoy Hengstenberg. I mean, I just don't know if you can get much better, but I'm always looking for recommendations in the comments. So yeah, it's got to be popular always to go into the the pastors. There's Morales's commentary on Numbers. This is an interesting one. A.D. White, who is, if you're from Cornell, you know who this is. He's the founding professor that Ezra Cornell hired to run Cornell, to put Cornell together. And this is his magnum opus, A History of the Warfare of Science with Theology in Christendom. And he literally wrote the book trying to divide theology and science. And that's the heritage of Cornell. I have that because, of course, I went to Cornell, but secondly, this is basically the secular dogma. This book represents secular dogma, but nobody talks about A.D. White. You know, we don't want to talk about the foundations. All right, well, I'm just going to cut it off here, but you can just see a few of the things that we got here. So, all right, bless you. Bye-bye.